So let's talk about this. Why didn't yesterday's disappointing Johnson & Johnson vaccine news cause a pullback in the market? So we saw the markets yesterday, Tuesday, April 13th, pretty much ignore in large part this disappointing news. And the biggest reason why is because even with this pause in the JNJ vaccine, the U.S. is still on track for herd immunity by the summertime this year, 2021. The other piece to this is that approximately only 5% to date of vaccinations done have been from Johnson & Johnson. And so, of course, that number was expected to increase over time. However, the U.S. can still achieve and vaccinate millions per day with Pfizer and the Moderna vaccine. So that's the biggest reason why we didn't see any sort of major pullback in the market yesterday. And for those that watch these videos, they know that one of the biggest pillars of this rally that's holding this rally up is COVID vaccinations. And so there are some that were kind of curious as to why we didn't see that pullback yesterday. Some additional news came out in regards to this pause that it's only going to last a few days. And so it's likely we're going to see those J&J vaccines available again within a short amount of time, maybe inside of a week. So all of that said, I think it's important that we understand that even with that pause, from a market standpoint, with the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines, the U.S. is still able to vaccinate millions of people per day. Now, I want to shift gears off the vaccine front for a second and talk about the impact of yields on this market. And I think it's important that we don't forget about the impact that a rising yield environment can have on the market and this strong bull rally that we are currently witnessing. So yesterday, Tuesday, April 13th, we saw the 10-year Treasury yield hit a 2-week low. And so that's positive news in the eyes of the market. That drop, in addition to increasing vaccination rates, along with strong economic data and increasing inflation metrics, has really propelled stocks over the last 1 to 2 weeks. And that's the big reason we continue to see the markets climb higher and higher and higher and set, it almost seems like, all-time highs on a daily basis. The big key here, though, from a vaccine standpoint, in terms of making sure that this rally continues, is number one, when will the U.S. achieve herd immunity? And secondly, when will we return to an economic normal? Those are the two big keys in terms of the vaccination pillar for continuing this rally. Now, I do think a wild card here as far as vaccine goes is that if we see a pause in either the Pfizer or Moderna vaccine or both, that will absolutely create a good bit of negative market sentiment, in my opinion, because there's so many Americans that are being vaccinated with either Pfizer or Moderna. And so the potential for that to have a much more negative impact on the market, I think, is very, very real. But the key takeaway here is this, and that is don't lose sight of rising yields. Good news, we have seen them dip to a 2-week low, but that will be something to continue to watch as we go forward and as we get closer and closer to herd immunity and to returning back to an economic sort of normalcy. So hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. If you have questions, comments, please drop them below. Keep being awesome and keep dominating. Take care.